Ladies and gentlemen, alpha version 0.2 of the game is finished. We have finally finished the training mode update. But before we get into the changes, let's take a look at the footage of the game and how it currently plays. All right, do you remember how to play?
Yeah, hold on, let me, All right, okay.
Okay, just get into it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, block. All right.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
R3.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Dang. All right. All right. Oh wait, he didn't go down. Oh yeah, whatever. I'll fix that. But yeah, this is the result screen.
All right, this is pretty dope.
My name is Echo Game. I am the solo developer of Nizaal, a twin-stick, mobile-first, traditional fighting game with some platform fighting game elements. In this video, I want to show off the training mode, but before we get into that, let's just quickly go over some of the other major changes that I did in this update, starting with the new and improved pause menu. You know, the pause menu before, if you remember, was just nothing. It was just a very basic 3 options, nothing there, right? I made it into this amazing stylistic pause menu that actually matches the theme of the rest of the menus, including the main menu. New tile screen to change the font, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah. And all this used to be, I don't know if you remember, I showed you the liquid glass kind of thing.
Off to the right, right?
Yeah, that's all different now. We got sound effects now in there. You can change the
MashaAllah.
And then video settings. I made it more simple because I kind of feel like it's up to me as a dev to like figure out what works for your machine instead of having you to have to tweak all this
right,
like how you do on PC.
Yeah.
So well, let's just jump into the main event.
I like the transition.
Yeah, appreciate it. What else? I added back in short hopping. So short hopping is whenever you jump, but then you release the jump button before you actually kick off the ground. And this will result in a shorter jump or a short hop. The reason why I removed it before, it's not really that important to get into, to be honest. The point is that I added it back in simply because I think that short hops are fun. And even though they might be a little bit broken and they change the meta or whatever, they're fun. And because they're fun, we have to find ways to balance the game so that they're not, broken or whatever. So yeah, I add them back in, and I think the game has become better because of that. So I allow you now to dash cancel into a taunt. Now, dash canceling is something that you normally are not able to do. I think that if you're able to cancel a dash into an attack, then that would result in a faster paced game, which is not really what I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make a slower paced game compared to the direction that games are going out nowadays. So you cannot dash cancel into an attack except for whenever you are lucid. So if you're in the lucid state, then yes, you can cancel a dash into any attack. However, when you're not lucid, the only dash cancel you can do is into a taunt. Why? It's funny, like, come on. Also, I added crouch damage as seen in Street Fighter 3 third strike. If you are crouching and you take damage, then you receive 10% more damage than normal. I also nerfed the backshot damage to 10%. Before it was 20. It's a bit much, right? Now then, for the main event. the training mode. I just spent the last few weeks creating the greatest training mode in all fighting games. And I managed to fit this training mode on a phone, on a Samsung Galaxy A16. It's not even an S, it's an A. It's lower end. I don't know, mid, low, I don't really care. I mean, all right, back up. Can I really say that? Can I really say that I made the greatest training mode ever? Because, I mean, it takes a lot of arrogance to say that, no? I mean, we've had fighting games for 35 years. Hundreds of fighting games have come out. So to say that you made the greatest training mode ever, I mean, that's yeah, you feel me? And that's especially crazy to say when we've seen really great training modes come out recently that have just raised the bar more and more, like what you find in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, Street Fighter 6, even the training mode as far back in like Skullgirls, one of the greatest training modes ever. I would even say that Under Night In-Birth has a really good training mode. So I mean, for you to say that you made the greatest training mode ever whenever you have all these games that are like setting the bar really high, dude, you would have to like look at those games and then compile a list of what makes their training modes good, and then like put all that together into one mode, and then add more stuff on top of that that makes it even better, just to be able to say that you have the greatest. Like, and then for you to say that you're gonna put all that on a phone, you would have to be crazy. You would have to be absolutely crazy. Hi, how are you? Let me tell you what I made. This is what I've been cooking up. So you can see the inputs on the left.
I like that.
And you can also show input display, so that in the middle.
That's fire.
There's also a second stick, right? This is a twin stick game. So the left stick is used for movement, and then the right stick is used for attacking. If you want to perform a special move with the twin stick, then you press both in the same direction. As you can see, wait, hold up. There you go. And it is a little bit tricky to do it at the exact same time. So, because you can see right here that I'm actually pressing the left stick one frame early. So I made it to where you can card cancel any normal attack into a special attack. So if you press the right stick first and then the left stick second, see how I was 6 frames late to pressing the left stick, but it still came out.
What games have this the display of the
Pretty much all the other fighting games besides Smash.
Okay.
Numeric health. So here we have our health. I can just beat homeboy up, you know. Yeah. It just shows how much health you have. Okay, cool, whatever. But I can also set it to depleted health. So now the number on the right is not the number that shows your max health, but rather it shows how much health you lost. And this is good because of the attack info right here. Looking at this attack info, whenever I attack the guy, it shows how much damage the last attack did, but then also how much combo damage we did, right? So if I hit him, the last hit did 80 damage, but the total 3-hit combo did 240 damage. Cool, okay. But what happens then if we reset the combo? Let's say we drop the combo on purpose, and then we want to start another combo. The combo damage is not going to show the damage across both combos. So having this lets you see, okay, total just now I did 320 health damage. Hi, how are you? Hit boxes. So these little red things, that's what's actually causing you to get hit.
Okay.
And then your grab also. But that grab
is that showing you the range of like of the hitbox?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you can see right here, actually, the grab is not. It's touching the yellow, but not the gray. So it has to touch the gray.
Right. Okay.
When your hurt box is blue, that means that you can't be hit.
Right. Okay.
I can't hit him. We also have the attack hit level. So if I hit you, then it shows mid, low, high, right? Because low attacks can only be blocked low, and then high attacks can only be blocked when you're standing, right? They can't be blocked low. Now, there is one thing that I skipped that is perhaps in my opinion, the most impressive thing, or rather the thing that I was the most excited to add to this game, and that is the frame meter. So if I go into the settings, I turn on frame meter. Ta-da! Frame meter. Okay, so this pretty much shows the frame data for every single attack. It shows how many frames of startup that attack had. You see that this attack had 6 frames of startup, meaning that you have 5 frames of startup and then it becomes active on the 6th. So let's actually show that in frame advance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, I have hitbox turned off. See? So the actual hitbox, let me do that again. The hitbox is not actually active until frame 6. So if I get close to the guy and do it, see, he got hit on frame 6. And then so the green is the startup, red is the active frames, and then blue is the recovery frames. Because it takes a certain amount of time for you to actually recover from your attack and then become actionable again. And then yellow, of course, is the time spent in hit stun when the guy's like right. And then the total frames are right here, and then frame advantage. So frame advantage means when I hit him, then you can see that he's like 3 frames. He recovers from his hit stun 3 frames before me. So he can move. He can act before me.
That's the -3 plus 3. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So doing this move is not as safe for me.
Right. Yeah.
But if I hit him with like the jab, you can see I'm plus 11, which is how I'm able to like jab him twice.
Right.
Because he's still in his stuns. I just reset that. But the knockback stops it from going on forever.
Right, yeah.
What you notice is that whenever you get hit, the frame meter kind of freezes for a second. That's kind of weird, right? And that's because the frame meter does not count the amount of time that you're in hit stop. So hit stop is whenever the characters are shaking. So see how he's shaking back and forth? This gives dramatic effect, right? And because both characters are in hit stop, there's no need to show in the frame meter that they're both in hit stop. So I just simply don't show that. But what if you want to see that? Well, you can. The frame meter also shows non-attacks. So for example, your dash. If you recall from the last video, I showed off the variable dash startup. So if I input the double tap to dash in more than 7 frames, then I have a startup of one frame. However, if I do it in less than 7 frames, then you can see how my startup is now more. It all depends on how fast I do the dash. If I do forward, nothing, forward, now I have 4 frames. And then of course, if I do the dash button, then I get the full 7 frames of startup. And it's not any slower. Anyway, yes. And then of course, also you can set the frame meter to movement. So you can show how much jump squat there was. Also, it shows how much time you spent landing. If you land while blocking, then you have 15 frames of landing lag. If you land while attacking, then you have 9. So this is the frame meter. It's very similar to the one from Street Fighter 6. I will not hide that. You feel me? But there are a couple of extra little goodies in here. One thing that Street Fighter 6 doesn't have that this frame meter does have is you can see right here that this frame of hits done is highlighted, and that is because it shows the frame at which the next attack began. Also, if I do this, then you can see this frame is highlighted because it represents the frame at which you hit the ground. Hi, how? Also, we have the chain window display. What that does is it makes us flash red whenever we are able to perform a chain. What is a chain? A chain, actually, I didn't mention this before in the video because I wanted to say it for now. A chain is whenever you hit your opponent with a normal attack, right? It doesn't work for specials. You hit your opponent with a normal attack, and then during the hit stop of that attack, you are able to hit another attack button to cancel the recovery frames and just jump straight into the next one. You can chain any normal into any other normal. So you can chain your forward strike into an up strike, into a down strike, into a forward jab, into an up jab, into a down jab. Doesn't matter. It can go any way, from weak to strong, strong to weak, up to down to front. Don't matter. You chain anything into anything. You just can't chain a special into anything else. So you can finish your chain you can chain into a special, but once you do that, then the chain's over. And you can chain any move one time. So once I do the forward strike and then I cancel into a down strike, I can't cancel back into the forward strike again. That's pretty cool. Shortcuts, so all the settings you can assign it to different buttons. Mm-hmm. And then dummy settings, I'm gonna turn you. Now you can control the guy. You can set it to where like the dude is always crouching or always jumping, so that you can practice like doing this. Yeah. Dang. You can set it to where he blocks always. Block limit, so he'll only block a certain number of times. Block level, so he'll only block low. Wait, hold up. He'll only block low, so he blocked this, but not this. Okay. And then force counter hit. So every time I hit him, I get the counter hit bonus. Okay. And the counter hit, when you counter hit, like see how right here I hit him, he's like -3. Yeah. So if I hit him now, he's in hit stun longer, so now I'm plus 1. So that's why you don't want to get countered. Yeah. And then normally I can grab him, but then I can set the grab to always, so that he always text it.
This is pretty dope because I've never like gone through a training, or a little bit in Smash. I've like looked through it, but I've never like seen this like full. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So this is pretty dope to see.
Also, just a quick insertion here. You can set the block to always or after initial only, to parry, and then to random. And these, of course, have their own different applications. So, yeah, and then you can do the same thing for the force counter hit, after initial only, random. And then, of course, grab tech can also be set to random. But this is where the real juice is at, because you can set it to you can record different slots. So let me record waiting for input. All right, and then I can record little inputs or whatever. Dance around, cool, whatever. And then now that's recorded to slot 1. So now if I play it back, watch. Now he's doing everything I just did.
That's pretty dope. That's insane, bro. What the heck?
Yeah, I have it on loop. Let me turn that off.
Do all fighting games have this feature right here, or no?
A lot of them do nowadays. Okay. I don't know if they have as many slots, but yeah, a lot of them have this.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, bro, I've been out of the loop with video games, especially fighting games. So I'm just like, I don't even know half of this stuff. So.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them have it to where you can set like a countdown or like or when the recording starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can set if it can be selected randomly or what's the probability of that. You can also set the reversal. So reversal is like the hit reversal is set to 4 strikes. So if I hit him, then he'll count you clap back with that. But I can also set it to like, for example, super art. But you also can set it to that same thing that we just recorded.
Right.
So now he's gonna do everything we just did.
Yeah,
so you could record like a whole combo.
Right.
And he'll do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then you can set how long it's like delayed and whatnot.
Yeah.
For like block reversals, you can set how many times he has to block in order to even do it. So let me go ahead and like that, and then you can set it to where he'll only do the reversal a certain number of times. Kind of like here, you can set how many times he'll block before he just kind of gives up.
Right.
Hi. How? So, I don't think I showed you. I think I skipped over this.
Yeah, you didn't show me that yet.
Yeah, so you can set like max percentage. So see how he's at like 50 right here.
Yeah.
And then you can set it to where like he like if the health regenerates or not. So you see I hit him and then it comes back up.
Yeah.
Well, let me turn that. The meter, you can set it to like infinite. I can just go forever. Lucid, I can make you like infinite lucid. Oh wait, I didn't show this off. Dang, I didn't show any of this off. The reset, so I can reset it to either. Why are you still lucid? I can set it to where we reset on the left, on the right. Set the camera to be close up to me, or I can or I can set it to be fixed.
Oh snap!
The game speed, so I can set it at like 2x speed. Or I can set it to 0.25.
I'm dead.
Dang. Got him. Dang. Okay. Well, frame advance. So what that is, you can see right now. Can't do nothing. Now if I come to shortcuts, turn this on and set this to, I don't even know. Let's set it to this. Okay. And yeah, you can see how you can like literally freeze time and like look at stuff frame by frame.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, combining it with the frame meter, this is really good info to have.
Hi.
Input delay. I don't know if you remember from like online games, they be having like input delay of like 4 frames or whatever. 5 frames depending on the game, and the input delay. I don't know if you can feel it, but it's in there. Can you feel it?
I think I can. Yeah.
Watch, if I do the 8, you're gonna really feel it.
Damn.
Do you feel
I
it?
can't even tell, bro.
Really?
Yeah. It's so.
Let me crank it up.
I feel like I
15.
Okay, yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't feel that, I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you?
I definitely feel it now.
All right. And then save states. If I like jump in the air, and then I save, then if I come back here and load, then I'm back to where I was.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Literally, I can like mid punch save, and then I can just load that same thing over and over.
This is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to see from the last time.
Yeah.
And then online is just gonna be like,
oh, the game crashed. Nice.
I almost forgot to film it on the phone to prove that it actually works. So here, I'll show it off. You see dashing, frame meter. Bro, can you imagine frame meter on a Samsung? Bro. you can see how double tapping it activates these 3 buttons, which is the super art, right? For shortcuts, since we don't have any buttons, you just hold this down and then gives you all the shortcuts here. So let's go ahead and reset. Oops. There you go. Save the state. Load the state. It's all here. It's all here, man. You can still come to the settings, dummy settings, reversal, all that. It's all here. It's all here. See? It's all here. Yes. I don't know, man. I mean, it's all here. I don't have to show you the whole thing again. I'm sure you can see, like, it works at 60 frames per second. Nice, smooth, filmy. Let's go ahead and grab them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Inputs is all working. And yeah, you feel me? If you're impressed that I managed to do this whole thing, that I managed to put a training mode and put it on a phone, go ahead and leave a comment down below saying, ain't no way this dude actually fit a whole training mode on a phone and made it work. Now, I mean, of course, I'm not saying that I have a perfect training mode. There are flaws. Actually, while recording this video, I noticed that there are flaws. So if there are any suggestions that you have that can make the training mode even better, or if you know of another game that has a better training mode than mine, then please let me know so that I can take their ideas and make something better. Literally, like, come on. Okay, so now that we have finished this update, the training mode update, we have finished alpha version 0.2. Now what? Obviously, we're going to work on alpha version 0.3. Okay, so what is in store for alpha version 0.3? If alpha 1 was the major update in which I created the core gameplay, the first prototype for this game, and if alpha 2 was the update in which I added the main menu and the training mode update and the other improvements to the core gameplay, then what will be included in alpha 3? Let's take a look. Where is it at? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this, dude. Oh my god. Bro. I was having so much fun making this game. And now this is about to be brutal. Oh my god, dude. Why? Why does it have to be this way? Dude, literally, I was having so much fun. And now I'm about to just dread this whole process, bro. This update. This update, dude. This update. This update could make or break the entire game, the entire project. Like, if I don't finish this, if I don't go through with this, like, the whole project could be just over, done. The game will never see the light of day. I have to do it. But God, dude, I don't want to do it. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing. Oh, God. Do you want to see what it is?